What up, Long Beach? Welcome back to GazetteSports.com and the Press Telegram. It's Mike, and this More League Boys basketball video is brought to you by Naples Rib Company, the perfect place to cater your next team event. Neither team wants to refer to this game as a rivalry, and that's understandable. Poly's won the last several meetings, but regardless of whatever you call it, it is undeniably an event, as we are in a sold-out gym for Long Beach Poly versus Millikan once again. Shelton Diggs, Poly, comfortable with these energetic games. He wants to turn the dial all the way up to 20 because his point guard KJ Fagan runs this town right now. Long Beach on lock for the Jackrabbits, who are looking good right now for another More League title, but Millikan right behind them in second place. They got a taste of Poly's strategy from the game's first second. It was like a game of pool. Rack 'em. Everything they were doing was going to the tin. Jordan Dallas playing the role of the Dallas PD with that block. And then KJ Fagan going to reward his big man on the other end. Good job rim running by Dallas. But peep this stat, 100% of Poly's field goals in the paint. They did not make a jumper outside. They did not really attempt any. Now, KJ, I think, would have shot that last week or the week before, but everything they were doing was getting to the rim. The professor in the building for Millikan holding class, William English, with a great game, but Fagan just relentless in getting to the bucket, and he keyed that in the rest of his teammates. We've talked about Jordan Dallas's development being so remarkable, the Weber State signee just really showing it off, and Drew Bugs around the back straight to the tin. As you see again, you're not going to see Poly kids jumping up and down. They were all going to the rim. 24-12 Poly after the first quarter, as the strategy was a winning one. But once again, the Dallas PD, another blockade. What else do you want from team basketball? Dallas to Fagan, to Bugs, to Austin Gunter. 4 guys touch the ball in under 5 seconds to travel the full 94 feet and score. Professor, open enrollment. He worked so hard for Millikan in this game. They didn't really have it, but on the other end, KJ Fagan percolating. You could see his excitement. He was really feeding off of that crowd, which was very into this game. And then Dallas showing off the full repertoire, the up and under. And then here on this next play, you're going to see him go 3-on-1. Look at the attention he's getting, and he just shrugs it off and goes straight to the rim. He had 7, 8, and 7 in the first half. Looked certainly on pace for a triple-double. Here you're going to see KJ get to the rim for the bucket. Then Bugs on the defense. He's going to draw the foul. You just see the energy on this team. It's starting to look like that highly ranked state team that they were. This is 3 seconds. Steal, pass, gets it up to Austin Gunter. I mean, this is Poly basketball. This is the way they should be playing this year. Thomas Pua and the Rams doing what they could, but it was just a tough game for Millikan. Chris Barnes on the putback. Really, there's nothing they could do in this first half because Poly was so effective at getting to the bucket. As you see Gabe Rivera on the putback for the big man right there. You know, Millikan, you didn't feel like they played all that badly, but Poly's doubling them up at halftime. It's 49-24 as they go to the locker rooms. You just have to have so much respect for how English competed in this game. As you see him getting physical with Dallas. He had 30 points in the ball game. Refs allowing some contact defensively. That's always going to be a good thing for Poly as they whip it up off the turnover to Zafir Williams. But they're just scoring at will, as they did in the first half. The difference in the second half was Millikan was coming right back the other way as they sort of met Poly's challenge on the aggressiveness. Much more aggressive than they were in the first half. And they needed that because they were still turning the ball over. KJ forces that one right there on a 5-second call. He was just on tilt. Poly up 72-54 after 3 quarters. Fagan with the cookies. And then Bugs Bunny, Drew Bugs with the Bunnies. 16 points on 7 of 10 shooting. Jackrabbits shot over 60% as a team. Dallas finishes with 17, 10, and 9. So close to the triple-double, just 1 block shy. William English, though, going to get an A on his final with that bang. He was doing everything he could to keep Millikan in it. Like I said, 30 points for English, and he gets some love from the Millikan crowd. This game has kind of turned into a Long Beach Compton thing. It's very interesting. A lot of emotion behind the game because the Millikan coaching staff from Compton. You see the emotion there from Shelton Diggs. Some water thrown on Poly assistant coach John Atkinson after this game. But even with the renewed energy in this series. Poly's still going to take the win 91-73. We'd like to thank our sponsors, as always, Naples Rib Company and Papalucci's, for putting the Eat in 2nd Street and keeping our videos on your screen, even if they were a day late. My apologies on the technical difficulties, but obviously a lot of basketball and the playoffs ahead, so keep it right here.